I'm so excited today to have Toyin Ayanfodun here with me, the founder of Tomorrow's Leaders NYC. Toyin is a 2015 Echoing Green Fellow for Black Male Achievement. Congrats to that, it's so amazing. Born and raised East New York, Brooklyn, Toyin's a servant leader, consultant, nonprofit founder who's been featured in ABC 7 New York, NBC, Forbes, and Huffington Post. Answering the call for social entrepreneurship in 2011, Toyin founded Tomorrow's Leaders NYC, TLNYC, the only organization in the country that provides overage middle school students with the support services they need to develop leadership, critical thinking, and interpersonal skills. Through TLNYC's programming, enrolled students receive academic and family support, mentoring, and career readiness opportunities during and outside of the school year. TLNYC encourages goal setting, self-discipline, skills development in school and students while tending to their social and emotional needs. Through Toyin's leadership, TLNYC has produced a variety of success stories and has seen 95% grade promotion rate from enrolled middle schoolers in the program. Toyin, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So my first question to you is, when was the first time that you saw yourself reflected as a leader in the social impact field?
The first time I really started to see myself reflected in the field was actually, I would say it happened within a few months of me starting the program when I was working with the school in East New York, Brooklyn, and we had a student that we were supporting. And she was already 2 years behind. And, the school basically had, came to me and asked me, she failed the test again. What should we do? Should we leave her behind again, or should we promote her? And this is within me, not even a year of me starting an organization, but the school clearly saw the impact of Tomorrow's Leaders was having on the students. So at that point, I was like, oh, wow, like 25-year-old guy who just started this program, you asking me whether I should leave a kid back or not. That's interesting. I thought that was first time that I felt like kind of just reflected as a leader. Mm-hmm. Then as time has gone on over the years, just listening to different teachers, administrators, and then other school personnel, like just really them coming to me and asking me for my opinion and feedback from things professionally related to personally related stuff about just how to support students, from how to just start your own business. So those type of things definitely made me feel, oh wow, so people really admire the work that I do, and I think those moments, I wouldn't say it was one specific moment, but those specific moments as they grew on me internally made me realize I was a leader. And I think that externally, I felt the first time I saw myself as a leader was when I received the Echoing Green Fellowship in 2015, because I felt like with the Echoing Green Fellowship, it definitely validated the work that I was doing on a larger scale. So now other people in other cities got a chance to learn more about the organization's impact.
Well, and so moving backward, you say 2015, awarded the Echoing Green Fellowship. It's pretty amazing, a big deal. Yeah. 2011 is when you founded, the nonprofit, and like within a year, 2016, people started coming to you for advice. Where did you get the inspiration from? Like, where did you know how to be that leader? Where did you know how to be the founder? Where did you see it first before you replicated it?
Yeah, I think for me personally, I've always I look back at my life from like college and even high school, and even before that, like I used to play basketball a lot, and I was always looked at as like kind of the leader, the person that kind of just would lift the team spirits up. What motivates me to keep doing this type of work is being able to bring young people, their families, and different communities together. The opportunity for them to just have something to look forward to, keep them off the streets, keep them engaged. Realize basketball is more than just a sport. It's an opportunity to bring people together. Put things together for the team. then when even among my friends, it's always funny because I'm a short guy, and compared to a lot of my friends are like all pretty much 6 feet and above, but they always looked at me as like the person that had the final say. So they always looked at me as pretty much, all right, whatever he says goes type of thing, more times than not. So I think that kind of just built like leadership within me, and then I think that on a professional level, just when worked at the Harlem Children's Zone, I saw that I was able to just basically be a leader and get young people and families inspired and motivated by my actions and my words.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, great. Well, tell us one thing. What is, switching gears real quick, what's a major lesson that you have learned in the past month? I know that, in this business is nothing but learning. One way you can look at everything that happens is, oh, okay, at least I learned something from that. Maybe it didn't go the way that I wanted it to, but at least it's a lesson learned. So tell us, what's the major lesson that the world has been insisting that you learn this past month?
Well, so this lesson, I've realized this, over the past a couple of years. I've like kind of noticed it, but like now it's really like important. And I'm saying this not only just from a social entrepreneurship point of view, also just a point of view of just a general entrepreneur. Whether you have a for-profit or a nonprofit, I've realized that effective visibility and engagement is the
Yeah.
key to long-term sustainability. So you have to engage, your clientele, your customers into, your business. You have to basically make your business visible. Social media plays a large part in that, but also even when people are, with you in person, to just, give them memorable experiences, so that they can pretty much, come back or want to be a supporter just moving forward. And somebody told me this a quote a couple of years ago, and I see it definitely to be true within the last month, especially with everything COVID related. Who knows you is often more valuable than the actual work you're doing when it comes to a growth.
That one. That one. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I can think of, if there's maybe 5, 6, 7 parts of, running the business, and I think some folks could think of like, oh, the product and like it ends there and like that's it, or the service that it ends there and that's it. But like you're talking about how important it is to like how much comes before or after the product, like talking to people, engaging with them.
Right. It's important because you can have the best product, you can have the best service out there, but if the right people don't know about the product or the service, or the right people are not behind the product and the service, that could stunt your growth. And could definitely hurt your sustainability as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's something I'm really realizing. So any entrepreneurs, my recommendations always be very mindful and intentional about visibility and engagement.
Yes, that's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, and one more question for you. Want to know and be real about this one. Another one that entrepreneurs, social entrepreneurs come up against is this, feeling of wanting to quit. And sometimes we do, and that has to happen. Yeah. So I want to know from you, when is the last time that you were ready to quit, and why did or didn't you? So when was the last time you were ready to quit? Why didn't you? Why did you? What was the reason?
Honestly,
be real. Yeah, be real.
this still comes on mind, at least once a week. There are times where I just feel like I feel like I'm the man. I'm great at what I do. I'm excellent. Like I'm impactful. People love me. People appreciate me. But then I have those times where I'm just like, damn, like I'm not, living up to my expectations I set for myself, or I just failed, or lost, or got rejected for this.
Yeah.
I think those moments and times, and I'm the type of person that I don't know, this maybe an unhealthy habit, but I think sometimes I dwell on the negative than more than the positive. So I think that's something that as an entrepreneur, I think that definitely I wouldn't say it's necessarily a bad trait, but it's a trait that you have to be able to be able to balance. Yeah. So I feel like
and how do you do that? How do you balance personally, either rejection from applications or grants with the motivation to keep going forward?
So I think I'm in a place now with Tomorrow's Leaders that while we have had a lot of things that did not go our way as far as impact and sustainability and opportunities for growth haven't gone our way. I think the thing that keeps me kind of just at ease and keeps me like kind of like confident and going is that we've had a lot of victories, a lot of
Yeah.
success stories over the years. Like, and I'm talking about stuff that you would see on like made for television type of success stories. So I think that and then no one because my work is largely in the community that I'm serving. So being able to just walk around the community or drive around the community and see either students, families, or stakeholders in the community that knows about the work of the organization, like recognize and acknowledge me when they see me.
Mm-hmm.
So I think those things definitely, just make me like I know despite all the challenges that have come, I know I've done a great job as well. And I think also too, I know there's a saying that misery loves company. I know it's not always a good thing, but I think in this space, I think it is healthy for that. And the reason why I say that's healthy is because oftentimes as entrepreneurs, you can, go through your challenges and your times of adversity. And if you don't have other people that you can just share those experiences with, okay, that can relate to those experiences, like you can feel alone. That could definitely lead to, depression, stress, other mental health issues. But sometimes knowing, okay, I'm not the only person that went through this. I'm not the only person that's currently going through this.
That one, yeah.
All right. So even though I'm maybe not feeling in the best spirits, it feels a little bit good to know that other people are going through the same thing as well. So it's not just me.
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
that's something that is very, very important. So again, like I said before, I know when people say that misery loves company is not a good thing, but I think in this space, I think it is actually. I think no one sharing stories of just like failures and challenges and rejections and losses, sharing that those stories and experiences with other like-minded people is definitely can definitely lift your spirits up.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Being able to like kind of turn around that phrase of misery loves company. Like, how do you use company to like really check your own misery? That's great. That's important. Yeah. Okay. Well, Toyin, thank you so much. Before we, get out of here, I would love for you to just tell folks where can we follow along with Tomorrow's Leaders, anything that's coming up, anything that you want us to know about the work, in the coming days.
Yeah, so this is a pandemic, so I think right now a lot of the young people that we're supporting, they're definitely going through these challenges of trying to, work through this pandemic. So what we're looking to do actually is since the schools just shut down last week, we're looking to, get sponsorship. We have a space already. We just need, the funds to basically, cover the space. So we're looking for sponsorship for a learning center in Brooklyn and the Bronx. So we can
Okay.
support our students, provide ongoing social, emotional, and academic support to the students who may, not feel comfortable doing work at home, or just, may benefit from being in an environment that's less of a distraction. So we're
Yeah.
going to launch that next week for Giving Tuesday. Our Giving Tuesday is not going to be looking to raise individual dollars. We're looking to get support to get sponsorship for the our learning center.
Amazing. Great. And where can someone, if they want to read or follow up on you guys, where should they go to look?
Yeah, so there's multiple platforms to follow up with us. First and foremost, you have Instagram, which is probably the most popular form of social media. Tomorrow's Leaders NYC. All the words are together. Tomorrow's with an S at the end. Leaders with an S at the end as well. NYC. That same. You can follow us on LinkedIn. Same thing. Tomorrow's Leaders NYC. On Facebook as well. Tomorrow's Leaders NYC. And then even as I've started to do it more and more, I started to take LinkedIn as a platform to just share my journey and my experiences as a social entrepreneur. So a lot of my work I put on LinkedIn is about my experience as a social entrepreneur and my experience with Tomorrow's Leaders. So you can follow my LinkedIn, which is my name, Toyin Ayanfodun, OLUWATOYIN AYANFODUN. You can follow me on LinkedIn as well. And then last but not least, our website, of course, www.tlnyc.org. Those are the places people can follow us.
Awesome. Well, awesome. Thank you for that, Toyin. Thank you for that quick episode of The Reload. Thanks everyone for watching. Again, I'm Noah McKenzie, founder of Represented Foundation. And thanks so much to our guest this week, Toyin, for the great tips, great advice, and especially what you said about using company to combat misery. I love that one.
Yes.
All right. So stay up, Toyin. We'll talk soon.
All right.
And
Thank you so much,
again,
Noah.
enjoyed us.
Appreciate it. All right.
All right.